minister had just completed a revival one night in a Midwestern town, and as he decided to board the train that night, he took a seat beside of a young man. While sitting there, he found that the young man was crying. And he turned to this young fella and he said, "Young man," said, "I'm a minister. I'm a man of God. And maybe I can say something to help you and encourage you." The young fella turned and looked at the old preacher and said, "Preacher, I've been roaming this countryside for over 2 years now. I left home some 2 years ago. And while there, I gave my mother and father so many problems and so much trouble. I even had the nerve to strike my father with my fist. So my dad came to me and said, 'Son, we've got to let you go while you're breaking your mother's heart.' Preacher, here I am on this train. I wrote my mom a letter and I told her that I'd be on this train because, you see, preacher, 3 weeks ago I gave my heart to Jesus. And I told Mom I'd be on this train." The old man of God looked at the young fella and said, "Son," said, "how do you know that everything is going to be all right when you get there? How do you know that you're going to be welcomed and you'll be able to get off the train?" That young fella turned and looked at the man of God and he said, "Preacher, all of my life we've lived in a little white house that sits right beside these old railroad tracks. And out back of our house we have a big old apple tree. And I told my mom in the letter if it was all right for me to get off the train, to have Dad to go out back and tie a big old white rag in the tree and I could see it from the train. And I know whether or not I could get off or not." I said, "Preacher, we almost home. We almost home. Would you look out the window and tell me that old rag is in the tree? I want to go home so bad, I don't know what to do." The old preacher took the arm of his sleeve and he wiped the window and he looked out. Then he turned and he looked at the young man and he said, "Son, well, you don't have anything to worry about. That old apple tree is in full bloom. Why, they've got white rags from one end of that tree to the other. And standing down up under that tree, I see a gray-headed old mom and dad. The big old white bed sheet, and they're just waving it, saying, 'Come on home, son. Come on home.'" And you know, that's the way God is. God does not care what you've done. He does not care how long you've been in sin. You can always come home. But you see, man loves you because of, and God loves us in spite of.